Hello, welcome back to my channel. I am Beth, and this is my finished paint job. Let me show you what she looks like now. Just over my shoulder, you can see the freshly painted walls of the porch, the trim, probably my favorite part, my hate blue ceiling, and then the purple trim, or not trim, but the purple windows, and the painted floor and repaired floor. So I'm going to walk you around the house, show you what she looks like now. So we'll start here on the porch.
Stop right anyway, though.
Yep. So this is one of the many posts that are just kind of hanging in midair.
On top of the moon.
Just the porch floor is the only thing holding them up. Got all of them. We had a couple like that. But these gentlemen are making sure my porch and my roof don't fall in. They're my little angels here. So this one was also hanging on by a corner. Fixed that this morning. That one was barely hanging on. Got that fixed up. We discovered yesterday that there was a joist in here that was only attached on one end, and so you could trampoline on this floor right here. And again, as you can see where we've cut away, they've replaced rotted boards and shored up things underneath. I don't think I ever showed y'all. Over here, this was all rotted and full of mushrooms. But this, the boards on the decking overhung by about 2 or 3 more inches. So when you went to step down off the step, you had to step way out, and you only had like 2/3 of that top step to step on. Very dangerous. We fixed that. They fixed that, I should say. The decision will probably be made by the time you see this video, but yesterday they painted the bottom of these pillars either purple or yellow so I could decide if I wanted them painted. I think I've made a decision, but I might change my mind. All right. Those boards right there were broken and rotted because from when the movers, well, they were rotted before the movers did it, but the movers come in and out, they broke those boards. A lot of rotted boards. We discovered that most of these porch posts, pillars, whatever, were just sitting on nothing. Basically, the porch flooring was all that was holding them up, and those had begun to rot, and so they were sinking. But my contractor cut away around them, jacked them up, added boards underneath, support underneath, and we're good to go. This section was the worst section of the floor. You can still see there's a lot of cupping and a lot of warping and gapping. It's not perfect, but it's a heck of a lot better than it was, and we did replace quite a bit of boards in here. But this was also the area we discovered that there was an entire floor joist not there. I mean, it was there. It was nailed on one end by one nail, not a screw, and the other end was just in the dirt. And so this was very spongy and bouncy right here. It is not anymore. It's pretty solid. So all the way around to the porch is done. Also, okay, here's the full frontal. She is bright and clean and repainted. Probably on the front facade, the most noticeable areas are up above in the upper part, and along here was very peeling and damaged. Let's go around this side. Of course, this side of the house, we had a lot of vines, a lot of mildew, a lot of peeling paint, and that has all been taken care of. Fence is clean. Now we'll walk around to the alley. I'll show you that. Okay, so this is the alley side of the house. And this side was in really rough shape. It gets a southern exposure, a lot of peeling paint. Again, mildew. I cut back quite a bit of shrubbery that was up against the house over here too. These windows were very rough shape. These roses decided to bloom. They still need a lot of help, but they're still alive. This little section, this is outside the kitchen. These are the three sides. These are the three side kitchen windows. These two windows, the sills were completely rotted. Completely. And so these are all brand new. They pulled the old ones out, replaced them. I don't know how they did without breaking the windows, but thank goodness they did. What they didn't do is do a very good job of cleaning up the windows when they were done. They told me they would. They didn't. It's okay. I'll take care of it. But this was moldy and chipped. There was also chunks of missing siding in here with big holes. So they took care of that. We cut down this bush and that bush, and I can't remember what somebody told me they were, camellias, or I don't know. They were pretty much dead, but as you can see, there's new life. There's also a vine growing at my house. So that's on my list of things to do today, is get those out of there. All right, so back here is still a mess. It's on my list today, probably today or tomorrow, to clean up. But look at this back wall. That back wall, it's got a lot of shadow from the trees this morning, but was really, really, really bad. If you can look back at some of my old videos, between the mildew on it, the peeling paint, all the things. Winning for most improved is this wall. This is the wall that was a couple pieces of OSB that had been on there for a couple years, no windows, rotted. The soffits and fascia were falling down. So now, two brand new windows, painted. I put up the screen door, which isn't the greatest, but it is what it is. Everything is fresh, everything is painted. I have to decide if looking at that is a problem or if I want to find a way to neatly cover that future problem. And like I said, this backyard is my next project now that I don't have painters in here all the time. And I have a couple other projects I want to do, and then I can really, really clean it up. But then this is this back wall. Again, this section here is where it gets the least amount of sun. And so the paint, once it was power washed, wasn't in too bad a shape back here. But before it was power washed, it was extremely mildewed and just yucky looking. So again, these windows I need to get up here and clean. I did clean the insides of these windows on this in the room I'm sleeping in now the other day. But the exteriors, they did not do a very good job of scraping away their overpaint on the glass. And I need to make sure that this Virginia creeper doesn't creep again. And I may have to go get poison. I don't like to use herbicides and stuff in my yard, but sometimes you kinda have to, whatever. Okay, so this is a job done. Well, except for, like I said, cleaning up the windows. It's mostly a job done, and I'm excited about it. I didn't expect it to get done by now, and I'm glad it did, because it just really, it literally seals up the house in a way that protects it, makes it look great. And so that just is kind of a little message to the neighborhood of, hey, the new gal, I care. I care about the house, I'm taking care of the house, and I'm just excited about it. So that is the update on the exterior work. Now it's more clearing of this kind of stuff. It seems like a never-ending job. Clearing off the patio, sweeping up the patio, power washing the patio, and maybe someday getting patio furniture ready. All right, so the house is painted. What's next? I don't know. I honestly am not sure what's next. I want to spend some time just enjoying my house and enjoying this unusual spring weather we've been having here in Selma the last couple weeks. Like a year ago, it was well into the 90s by now. And this year, it's perfect. You can see behind me how green the trees are and how the cool breeze, and it's beautiful. So I'm going to get some work done outside today. And I spent the last 2 days sewing in my sewing room, and I'll show you my new outfits. Well, this is one of them, this little outfit, but it's hard to show you from this distance. I'll show you later. So I'm just trying to figure out what's next for me and for Nellie, my big beautiful house. What direction I want to take this channel, what direction I want to take my life, and things like that. So stay tuned for that. Comment below if there's things that you'd like to see me do. I know some of you like to see me garden. A lot of you like to see me clean and reorganize. And there's always going to be some of that to do. And gardening is definitely on my list, but I don't know if it's on my list for this year. We'll see. Anyway, thanks for watching, and thanks for being part of my life and my community. And I'll talk to you later. Peace out, witches.